Yes. Just looking at the creation of the merit-based civil service. Yes. I did read this. Civil service before the Civil War. There was this eradicating of the spoils systems. Yes, yes, yes. And then Congress passed the Pendleton Civil Service Reform Act. Yes. And then the United States Civil Service Commission. Yes. Now, at first, the Pendleton Act only applied to roughly 10% of federal employees. Yep. But it allowed the president to expand the number of employees covered. Yes. And then we had what's known as the Hatch Act of 1939, the Civil Service Reform Act of 1978, that created the Office of Personnel Management and the Merit Systems Protection Board. Now, these events propelled the system into the modern era and created our current merit-based civil service. hmm hmm Now, I'd like to call the Office of Personnel Management. Yes. And I just wanted to know every employee, temporary, yes, or those that are permanent, yes, for the last, 50 years. See, I've emailed the federal employees of the United States of America, and they thought, well, I don't have any obligation to expose abuse, fraud, mismanagement. And then there's abuse, fraud, mismanagement, corruption, yes, kidnapping, forgery, felony, treason, terrorism. Ouch! Now, let's say you liked working for the federal government. Yes. And you liked that monthly income you've been receiving. Yes. In fact, you liked all of these various laws that give you the availability of contributing to the TSP. Yes. Now, I would think that a lot of government employees were very dissatisfied. Yes. At the number of available sub accounts. Yes. I mean, you look at it. Yes. You got like one, two, three, four, five. Yes, 10 different sub accounts. Yes. hmm And all of these seem to be based upon, at least from some of the literature that I looked at, yes, or various indices. Yes. Mhm. And then I noticed that some of the stocks in the indices, yes, even though you're supposedly paying only 0.04%, yes, that would be 41 cents for each $1,000 that you have in the TSP. Yes. For the individuals that gets put in the indices that is purchased by the TSP, Tesla Motors, right now, it could give a boost to their individual stock price because now there is a small management fee for the managing of the indices. Yes. But you would thought that every federal government employee would like to have about 40 to 50 sub accounts that they could put their money in. And I'm just going to charge you 0.10, yes, to 0.25%, unless you personally have knowledge of any fraud. Yes. Then I'm going to sue you for criminal restitution right now. And I'm going to take a tax-free distribution of your TSP accounts. Ouch! Because I'm really thinking that any federal employee, did you think it was a joke? Ouch! You did you think it was a joke? Now, you call the Office of Personnel Management and you get me the last 50 years of employees of the United States federal government. Yes. And then you go through, yes, and you get me their actual monthly income.